many of you watching today or seeing this podcast are aware that you like to serve others, that you want to make a difference in people's lives? You feel it, but you don't know what to do with that. When you get around people that will support you and challenge you and encourage you, you're starting to step into the new space that matters. And your guy a week ago, Torian, he said, that he reads voraciously to give. I didn't know that's why I did that. But I read a book and I share it with you. And I read another book or a video and I share it with someone else because I want to help them along the journey.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I like the Dead Sea.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be open to give.
Right.
So you learn, you teach, you give. So that's part of the core four.
Okay.
Embody being balanced in business. Part of the core four you do every day is you learn something, and then you teach somebody else what you learn, because you will only truly master what you can actually teach, and you only live out what you can teach. So until you've reframed your mind and reprogram your mind and say, I've learned this information, I can teach this information, then you're locking it in your mind so you can actually start walking it out, and you'll start applying it in your behaviors. And that's the beauty of teaching. Everybody should be teaching somebody something, what you know. Even if you know one thing more than somebody else, and you teach that, it's going to impact their lives. Instead of talking and complaining about all the crap going wrong in your life and all the issues going on in your life, start pouring love and start pouring what you know and things that will help improve someone else's life every day. So.
And I just have one comment on that. We're talking about the kind of passion that you and I have for teaching and serving. Not everybody watching is interested in teaching and serving.
No.
But here's the thing, if you get lost, I got lost in my life many times. You have to be willing to reach out and ask people that have this passion and say, can you help me? I'm feeling lost. I'm lost in my marriage. I'm lost in my identity. I'm lost in my career. And guess what? Everybody gets lost, but not everybody asks for directions. And so if you recognize you're lost, reach out to the people that you think can offer that kind of support to help you get back on track. And don't ask, why did I get lost? Ask, how can I get back on track?
That's great. I love that distinction. And I swear to God, I've heard this twice now in the last 24 hours, that one day, don't look for the why, look for the how do I get back on track right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Literally, the universe or God or something speaking to me right now to Troy, stop looking at the why, just look at the how to get back on track. So keep going.
The good gets better or the bad gets worse in my experience. And it usually, we struggle with that because we're not prepared to make decisions. And one of the things that empowers us is to make decisions. And if we're held back by our fears, then we're not going to be making decisions. And it will continue on the path that it's currently on. And so as I've evolved and matured and grown up in my career, I've found that the better I can educate myself, the more people that I surround myself with. The CEO groups were designed to help me become a better businessman. They actually just helped me become a better man. And as a result, I got better at business. And so you tend to hit these ceilings and these plateaus, and you don't know where to go next. And so having this accountability, having this support group, having friends in your life, you don't have to be in a business group or anything, but just having that community and those conversations, I think it opens us up to whole new possibilities. And we start to step into things that feed our spiritual gifts, they nurture our soul, and we start to feel that inspired life. And I think everybody wants to live with passion, and I think everybody wants to make a difference. Sometimes we want to make a difference in our own life first, and that's okay. That's the motivation to get going. And then when you start excelling, people look at you and go, wow, how did you lose all that weight? And I said, I read a book. I got hurt in November and I haven't been able to exercise since. And I lost 30 pounds. It was one book. So there's a power in what our experiences are. Earlier you were talking with Dr. Delgado, and he had some significant events in his life that motivated him and compelled him to choose a higher level of accomplishment, to solve those problems. What can I do to make a difference? And I think that's powerful. And I think we all, I was talking to one of the cameramen, we love to be inspired and we love to root for the underdog. You know what we are? We're all underdogs.